Hi everybody, it's Crystal, and today I am here to talk about congenital muscular torticollis. Sorry, my glasses are, I always forget about that. Yeah, I'm here to talk about torticollis, which is, if you don't know what it is, I probably should have looked up a better description. Basically, it's an issue that babies can have with their neck muscles on either side, and basically they're not strong at all. Like one side may be really strong and the other side is just like nothing. And so Ronin, I've been noticing over the last month that he cocks his head over to one side like constantly. Like when you turn him, he's like this. He's like, hey, 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 what's up? When he wakes up in the morning, he's kind of like straight on. But then as the day progresses, he's just on his side. And I noticed it more because now Armor is totally able to hold his head up. You can hold him in your lap and he's just like, hey, you know, he holds it straight up. He turns it perfectly. Even his little back muscles, he's gotten, you know, they're pretty strong. And Ronin is not. Even whenever you burp Ronin, he kind of curves to the side. Like the side that his head is tilting on, he curves over to that side. And, sorry, my ear itches on the inside. Ooh, I hate that feeling. So yeah, Ronin, his head curves to one side. And he also, I don't know if I ever mentioned this in any of my vlogs. I know that I always meant to, but I always forgot. But Ronin has a misshapen head from birth. And it's because of the way he was in the womb. Ronin was always, I don't know if you remember from my pregnancy vlogs, but Ronin's head was always on my left side, like bulged out. I could feel his head. So it's like he was pushed up in there and it really, really rounded out one side of his head, but it left the other side kind of flat. And not even really flat. It's just kind of, it curves totally different. And if you lay him on a flat surface and you put his head here, you can see the unevenness of his head. That's what the pediatrician did. So yeah, so Ronin has a misshapen head, and now we are dealing with torticollis. Excuse me. Now, torticollis is not like a severe disease or anything like that, but it is the type of disorder. It's something that you really want to get checked out if you suspect that your child or your baby, usually it's in infants, it can go up through infancy, but it's something that you really, really want to pay attention to and to get taken care of, or take the steps to start doing something about it. Because if you don't and you let it go, I mean, it can cause issues for your child. It can cause facial bone structure deformities. It's not a good thing. And you know, I mean, I'm glad. Okay, so I was a little paranoid because, like I said, Armor was doing really well, and I noticed that Ronin just wasn't. And my mom had come over one day and she was like, what's wrong with his head? And she just said it in such a way that I felt so defensive for him. I was like, you know, leave him alone. You know, not that she meant anything by it, but so after that I was just really kind of like, okay, maybe something's wrong with his neck. So I made an appointment because our 4-month appointment isn't until May, and so I kind of was like, I don't really wait that long. I want to go ahead and go now. So I made the appointment and we went in to see the pediatrician, and she was totally, you know, I told her, I was like, I know I'm probably paranoid. She was like, it's better to be paranoid as a parent and bring your child in than to not bring them in. So she was super sweet. By the way, I just love his pediatrician. She's great. And she's pregnant. I thought, okay, so last time we were there for their 3-month appointment, I thought I noticed like a tiny little bump. You know, like as an infertile woman and a woman who's been pregnant before, you just notice those things. It's like your eyes are attracted to it. And so when we saw her this time, I really could tell that she's pregnant. And she's such a tiny little thing. I mean, she's probably like 7 months. And looks like she's like I did at 3 months pregnant. So anyways, I'm getting off track. So this is Ronin in his chair, and this is how he prefers when we lay him down. This is how he lays his head. So we do have to constantly turn it the other way. The big yawn. So yeah, that is his head tilt. He does prefer that side. So anyways. Okay, so I'm going to pick Ronin up and see if you can see what I'm talking about with this head tilt. Hi, baby. Come here. Hi. Let's say hi to YouTube. So this is him sitting up, and this is what he does. He leans it to one side. Come on. Even when I try to lean him the other way, he still leans it that way. So this is, like, he can kind of straighten it out a little bit, but he is very wobbly. And then, like I said, he leans it just to the one side. So that's what we're trying to work on to help him get his muscles. So right now it's not bad because it's kind of early in the day, but as it progresses throughout the day, it's like sitting on his shoulder. Yeah, and it's hard too when you sit him like this because you can feel his little back muscles just turning that way. So you really have to like hold him up straight. Yeah, say hi. Hi to YouTube. Hi. Ronin, look at that. That's you. You can't even see it. But anyways, I just wanted to give a little visual on the head tilt. Let me see if I can get the shape of his head on here. So this is the round part. And then, I don't think you can tell. It's going to be, okay, maybe like that. Can you see let's see. Let me turn it like this. Okay. Can you see the misshapen part of his head? How he's really round over here and he's flat over on this side. That is, it's not severe, again, but we think that's what's causing all the weight on the one side of the head. So yeah, anyways, bye YouTube, bye, say bye YouTube. You're gonna smile for everybody, smile. Mwah. No smiles today. But anyways, okay, everyone have a great day. Bye. I took him to the pediatrician, and she looked at him and kind of rotated his head. She felt his neck muscles. A lot of times if they have really severe torticollis, they may have like a knot underneath the muscle area, and she didn't really feel that. She did feel tightening of the muscles of the affected area. So she recommended several things. At first, so she recommended that we do exercises with him. She gave me some little printouts of different types of stretching and head tilting exercises that I can do with him. And then she also recommended having an x-ray done or possibly a sonogram. And so she was asking if I wanted to schedule the x-ray, and I decided not right now. So we talked some more, and I told her that I would like to try to do the exercises ourselves and do other things with him to try to correct it. And then when we have their appointment in May for their 4-month appointment, we'll reevaluate the situation. And if at that time he is still tilting to the side, then we will probably schedule him for an x-ray. And she said also that if the exercises we're doing don't really do anything for it and it's either worse or there's just not been any improvement, she may refer us to a physical therapist and have him do some physical therapy. I'm also going to ask her, I totally forgot to ask her last time, but I'm going to ask her if we can take him to like an infant chiropractor. Several of the girls in my centering group have taken their babies to chiropractors after birth just to kind of realign them. So I'm also going to ask her if a chiropractic adjustment would be helpful for him. Because if so, you know, we can also do that and do the exercises and, you know, bypass an x-ray. I just don't want to do an x-ray or anything like that unless I absolutely have to. So I'm not really sure, you know, how it's going to go. I've been doing the exercises with him, and he totally fusses, and I still do them, and I really haven't noticed a difference. I mean, I guess I've noticed a difference. I've noticed that he's getting stronger in his neck, but on the one side. It's not really, for me, I don't feel like he's getting stronger on the other side. I do feel like he's getting better, because we do tummy time all the time. Like, we've been doing tummy time for a while. And, you know, he can lift it up, but he just kind of lifts it to one side and looks around. So yeah, so that's what torticollis is. So, just wish us luck, you know. Like I said, it's not serious. It's not like life-threatening, but it's just something that we have to deal with. And I just really hope that we're able to fix it. Another thing she did suggest, maybe down over the next couple months, as they get more like sitting up, when they start to sit up and they're off of their heads completely, pretty much, unless they're sleeping, we are going to reevaluate his skull shape, because she did recommend possibly having him wear a helmet, because the misshapen head and the torticollis all on the one side is all like kind of connected in a way. So he might have to wear a helmet. I don't know. It's not I would never do something like that cosmetically just because I was like, oh, his head is ugly, or I don't think he's pretty. It's not really about that. It's a matter of, you know, because the side that he leans it over to is like the big bulbous side of his head. This little flat side over here is the one that he's like, he just doesn't have very much going on. So I don't know if it's too heavy on one side or what, but he's just having a tough time, little guy. And you know, like when we do tummy time and stuff like that, I try to put things on the opposite side of his face. Like I have this little mirror and I have some toys and things like that that I put on the opposite side to try to make him turn the other way to get his attention on the other side. And then I also, you know, she recommended when they're sleeping or napping, to, you know, anywhere from every 30 minutes to an hour to turn them 180 degrees so that they have something different to look at. So I try to turn them, you know, we try to lay him on his side sometimes so he's off of the other side. So, I mean, we're definitely doing things to try to help his muscles. And, I mean, and that's really all we can do at this point. So I will definitely make a video, at their 4-month update. I'll probably make a video, a little update on them before then, but for sure I will do an update around that time, just to let you all know what they say. And if you know somebody who has a child that has torticollis or had torticollis, or you have a child that has it or had it, if you want to leave your experience down below, you can. If you have a YouTube channel that you want me to watch because you've made videos about it or something, leave your link below, and I would love to watch your videos and or just reach out to other people who dealt with it, because I never ever heard of it before. You know, I'd heard of like flathead syndrome from babies kind of laying on their head and it just, and not, you know, not getting enough tummy time or something like that. So I'd heard of that, but I'd never heard of torticollis ever. So yeah, like I said, if you have any advice or anything like that, please leave it below, and leave friendly advice. Like, I've been noticing a lot lately, I've been getting some interesting comments from people, and a lot of dislikes. Not like a lot, but I can, almost all of my videos now, someone dislikes them. So, you know, if you don't like watching my videos, you certainly don't have to. And if you're going to dislike my video for me saying that, then by all means, go right ahead. But, you know, like, leave nice things. Don't, like, be mean. You know I'm putting my life out there, and it's the YouTube world, but it is hurtful whenever people leave not so nice comments. And so yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like boohoo and cry over it. It is YouTube. You know, it happens to everybody, so I'm not really that upset about it. But also, if you're watching this and you want to leave me a question, I am going to, and I'll probably do another vlog about this, just a separate one, but I am going to be doing a Q&A vlog. So questions and answers. I can't talk today. I seriously can't talk today. So I'm going to do a Q&A. I did post on my Facebook page for the Redhead Files. So also, just in case you don't know, I do have a Facebook page for this YouTube channel. So you are always more than welcome to go there and like it. I do have the link on my YouTube channel main page, so you can go there and like that. So I'm going to do a Q&A. If you have questions about my life, about my pregnancy, about infertility, about motherhood, if you have questions just in general that you want to ask me, leave your comments below, and I'm kind of collecting them all. Or you can go to my Facebook page and leave a question there, and I have a crying baby, so I have to go. So yeah, leave your questions, and I'll try to do that video soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.